Should we do something silly or let's do something serious for a moment? What do you reckon?
Yeah, we can try something.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, we can try something serious for a little bit, can't we?
Right, okay, so this guy goes by the name of Ian Morris. He's the Welsh shooting champion. Give him a massive whoop there!
Oh!
Yes, right. Ian, welcome to the programme. How are you?
Oh, not so bad.
So you are recruiting people, I guess, at the moment, to enter the world of marksmanship. Is that what it's called?
Well, we do airgun shooting. I mean, I'm the captain of Wales.
Right.
And it's 10-metre air pistol shooting. Well, we do air rifle shooting as well, but primarily I do just 10-metre air pistol.
Is it just lads that do it, or is it ladies?
No, lads, girls. Oh, there's loads of girls do it.
What do you get out of it from doing it? I did a 1-hour TV show on it. It was called Tim Shaw on Guns. And it was repeated on television most nights. And I went off and went round America and England and looked into the gun law because it's interesting. We have the right to bear arms in this country to some extent. We don't because of the superseding laws that have come out since then. But I find it fascinating. There's something I don't know what it is, but there's something about firing a gun, something about having something so powerful in your hand. And releasing a round, which gives you a real kick and a real buzz. Now, what we're not doing here is encouraging in any way, shape, or form gun crime. Not at all. This is a sport.
That's exactly what we're trying to. That's what we're sort of trying to fight against. Yeah. Is the gun crime, because that's the thing that sort of ruins the sport. Because the sport is really, it's loads of fun. I mean, we go all over the world, all over the country. Yeah. Do you come up against objection though from people who have been affected by gun crime who are saying, why are you doing this? These are a lethal weapon. Yeah. Normally you get someone who doesn't understand what's going on. Right. And then when they finally see what we do, and they're taken aback. And sometimes they even get involved. So
really, what are their points though? Why would anyone say that? I mean, is it just because you're teaching people how to use guns and there is a connection between giving somebody the skill and then them going off the rails?
Well, it's the discipline. When they come, and actually have a go on one of these pistols, they're expecting something completely different. They're not expecting it to be as precise as what it is. And, they're not expecting it to be as much fun, to be honest. It's like baseball. You got a baseball bat, and that could be used in a bad way. For us, it's the same thing with these air guns. They get a bad press and. We've had to live with it, unfortunately, and it's just a sport for us.
Okay, so as a sport, what do you do? For anyone who's listening who'd like to get involved in this shows a lot about offering things for people to do with their lives to some extent. It's too easy in life, isn't it? Let me ask you this question as a listener. When was the last time you did something new? When was the last time you tried something new? When was the last time you fired a gun, legally, obviously? When was the last time you shaved a dog? It's all about bringing interesting things to the forefront on this programme, and there's no reason why firing a gun isn't one of those things. So for people who'd like to get involved in it, how do they go about doing such a thing?
Well, you've got to go to a local gun club for a start. Right. I mean, do it safely. I wouldn't recommend you just go and buy a gun, because that's just irresponsible, to be honest. Yeah. Go to a local gun club, get some tuition, and then you can work your way up. I mean, we shoot at Commonwealth Games and this sort of thing, and it's an Olympic sport. I mean, we just done a show... Can I name another show?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, we just done Eggheads recently. One of our Egghead team's members was...
Eggheads, as in television show?
That's it, BBC Two. Okay. And one of our teams, she's actually going to the Olympics 2012 London this year. Right. So there's no limit to what you can go from, it's as much as you want to have a go at.
All blokes, and maybe women as well to some extent, I'm not sure women, naturally think they're going to be amazing at it. Is that just blokes that do that, and it's usually the women that are better?
We find that, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. A lot of blokes think they can do it, and then when they realise that it's really hard, some give up. And the thing is, if you persevere, you've got to be really persistent with it, because the more you practice, the better you get.
So for anyone who is listening and thinks, well, I'd like to know whether I'm good at that or not, what are the skills that somebody listening in their car or sitting at home might be able to possess to know whether they're really good at that?
You just need to try it. The thing is to get down to a club and actually give it a go. That's the only way I can suggest. Right. Because you don't know how good you are until you try it. It's like any sport. Yeah. We need to find some potential
new
champions. New marksmen. Yeah, new champions for future Olympic Games and what have you.
And how are we doing with regards to the rest of the world?
We're not doing too bad. I mean, on a global level, I suppose we're not as good as some countries. India and China are sort of way ahead of us at the moment. But it's one of the things. It's we've got to keep plugging away, and until we get more people out there trying it, and and then trying to get it into a safe environment. That's most important.
Right. So for people who'd like to get in contact with you personally for more information on such things, for it to be dealt with in the right way, if you're thinking about that, how would they do that?
Oh, we've got a website you can go with. This is our Welsh website, which is welsh-airgun.org.uk. And you can just have a look and get information from there. My personal web email address is on there, and you can send me an email. I'll quite happily reply back to you. And yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll have a look at what you've got there later on. Thank you for coming on the programme, by the way, incidentally.
Thank you very much.
21 minutes after midnight, it's Rock FM, and something silly coming up next. I'll explain more in a moment. This is Jessie J and Domino. It's Rock FM. Alrighty.